All right, it's time to get the wagon hooking and booking again. We've had a lot of troubles with it spinning and breaking rear ends lately, and now I believe we have the solution. So he's running these 26 by 10s that Jason Miller loaned us, and the reason why the rear end was wider, I covered that in one of our earlier videos. And we're needing to get these 28-10.5s back on this thing. We're having to leave too hard with this new motor. The power's up, and it's hitting the tire too hard. So we're gonna have George back shorten their 8.8 for us. This is the old one. We'll get into that in a minute. Don't mind my floor, it come on a hell of a gully washer last night. But anyhow, we picked up a Team Z Motorsports complete 8.8 bracing kit, forward and the lower bracing. Got it off of late model registration because them guys are really good. They're got great customer service and they're quick. I mean, bam. We get a lot of our Mustang Ford stuff from them. If you don't know who they are, check them out if you got a Mustang. So the way this bracing kit works, you'll if you get one of these, it will weld. Sorry, I only got one hand, but it'll go under like that, weld to each tube with this little piece laying flat on the bottom of the diff. You'll hook into there and weld into that. Then you'll take your ends, your front bracing, it'll bolt right there, and then you'll weld these in to the tube like that. So hopefully all this, that lower bracing, this front bracing, will get rid of this issue here, because twisting tubes and pulling tubes out is not fun. So hopefully this bracing kit will do its job, because I plan to leave with all the RPM, all the beans and potatoes, the full course meal. I'm putting my foot in the floor, turning this two-step off, and coming out, because we're here to race. We ain't playing around. Plus the new engine we plan to be running after we dial this small block Chevy in is going to be way more torqueier, and it's going to have some bracing. The 8.8s and tubes, the way they're set in with just a little spot weld, just ain't going to be able to handle what we're trying to do with the stick shift. Yeah, you heard that right. We're planning on pulling the small block Chevy out and putting something else in. We're going to put the small block Chevy back in Dad's Nova. I'll give you a quick little leak of this new engine. I'm going to make a full video of it, so I'll just let you see a little bit, little tease.
Oh, you almost had it. You got to be quicker than that.
Pretty sweet bumps they give you. Yeah, look like Doug Dimmadome.
Doug Dimmadome, owner of the Dimsdale, Dimmadome. Doug Dimmadome, owner of the Dimsdale, Dimsdale, Dimmadome. Doug Dimmadome.
Bitch, I feel like Doug. I got a dime to give me dome. Feel all white. Diddy Simon on me, shiny like my coat. I do drugs. Little bitch, I'm flying off the blow. My boy Timmy got that Tommy and they'll hit you in your throat.
You a joke, pussy boy get smoked. Talking to me funny, get the po, make.
So to combat rear end trouble, we're gonna get George back, put it on his jig and shorten it for us for about 1.5 inches. I took a measurement a minute ago, and that looks like the best thing for us with what wheels we got with a 6.5 inch back spacing. We'll clear the quarters and the gas tank. I've got this factory gas tank on it, and I really need a cell, but I just kind of like having a factory gas tank. It's easy to do and it's kind of cool. But we're gonna yank this thing out real quick and get it over to him. Well, as I was taking the brake caliper off, I looked up, noticed this. That's probably why the car was sitting crooked. It's pushing it on the tank, and that's bent.
Broke the brake line, son of a bitch, and rusty bastard.
Well, we need to put new ones on anyway, if it's gonna break out of you.
You just pulled on it, it's all done.
Well, we got her out, so now I got a disassembler, and we're gonna head on over to George's. It's wearing on a little bit.
I see the sunrise creeping in. Everything changes like the desert wind. Here she comes and then she's gone again. And I'm just a traveler on this earth. Shut my heart behind the pocket of my shirt. I just keep rolling till I'm in there, 'cause I'm a traveler. Oh, I'm a traveler. I couldn't tell you, honey, I don't know where I'm going, but I've got to go. 'Cause every turn reveals some of the road, and I'm a traveler. Oh, I'm a traveler.
All right, so George, he done us a heck of a good job. He didn't even charge us, and that's really nice of him. That's awesome. I mean, you can't really find people like that anymore. We'll definitely return some favor. He's gonna start racing with us, so it'll be exciting getting his car going. He's got a hell of a 410 Camaro sitting over there. It's big turbo, big LS, really nice suspension, really nice cage, wiring, everything on it's top notch. But he hooked us up. He put new brackets on here because we had ruined the old brackets. He put our Team Z racing kit on there. Everything looks super good. He welded our tubes up, got this thing straight. We had actually bent this in a little bit, and he shortened our ends 1.5 inches on both sides. So now we'll be able to get the tires under the car and not rub. We've been fighting for years that car rubbing the quarter panel and other things, so now that's took care of. Right now we're kind of in limbo. We're waiting on Strange. They said about 3 to 5 days they'll have us some new axles. We gotta get shortened axles, and we're going to a 5/8 stud. That way we can really leave with this thing, not have to worry about breaking a axle stud. But yeah, I mean, George, I really appreciate the hell out of you, man. That was very, very nice of you. You hell of a good dude. I meant to film his car a little bit more in our conversation about this rear end, but he's a character, and I was laughing the whole time. We always have a good time bullshitting. So, but you'll be seeing his car on the channel a lot. Because as soon as he gets it ready, we're gonna take it out, and we're gonna go some fours with this thing. I really believe this car will be a contender in small tire. I think he'll shake the world up a little bit once Rob and everybody, you know, we all come together and get that car working real well. It's definitely got the potential. But in this video, that's pretty much all we're gonna be able to do. Like I said, we're waiting on axles, so in the next video about the rear end, we'll have this thing painted up. I'm gonna put a cool paint job on it, and assemble it back together, set it in there. Hopefully we get everything in for the race May 18th, which is next Saturday. If we get everything in, we'll be racing with a small block Chevy, continuing on it. But the next video, I'll probably go ahead and tell you what motor we're going to. If we don't make that race, I'll go ahead and pull the small block out and start this other engine build, get it all together as one and flying. I'm hoping to go some mid-5s this year with the new setup. We'll see what happens, but I'm here to have fun. If we don't make it, we'll just damn sure try. But we got a brace rear end, and we're back. Hauling ass, hopefully. So, rock on. Also, big thanks to Ricky Mosier. This is his rear end. This is the one they stuck in the car for me, and he allowed me to do some work on it. He said we'll figure it out when we get to it. So I really appreciate that, Ricky. You've kept the old meat wagon running, so thank you, buddy. Should have been there on a Sunday morning.